Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. My name is Penny Charles, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much guys. I don't take it for granted. So the other day I did a video and I told you guys how I make good money selling mtumba, and I promised to tell you guys how I deliver clothes within Nairobi and its environs, and I'm here to do that today. So before we get into that video, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and also remember to like this video as you watch. So I use Pickup Mtaani to deliver clothes within Nairobi and its environs, and sometimes I use Super Metro as well. I'm going to talk about those two because that is what I've been using. It's been so easy to work with them, and they have made my work really easy. This video is not sponsored. I just want to help you guys to be able to do deliveries with ease, and also to kind of just give them a shout out because they have been doing an amazing job. So let us start with Pickup Mtaani. So Pickup Mtaani is a courier company that facilitates deliveries within Nairobi and its environs, and also outside Nairobi. We're going to focus more on Nairobi and its environs because that is what I use the most. Because for my clients who are not in Nairobi, let's say Mombasa, Kisumu, Nini, for those ones I send their parcels kulingana kulingana the circle of their choice. So the client advises which circle they prefer, and that is what I use kulingana venye client anataka. But if I want to send to Kileleshwa, to Lavington, to Kahawa West, to Utawala, to like those places within Nairobi, I use Pickup Mtaani. So Pickup Mtaani have two main offices in town, and one office is in Star Mall, and the other one is in Philadelphia House. At least those are the two offices that I know of. And apart from the main offices, they have agents like all over the place. Like where my shop is at, that is Kino, there is an agent, and they have agents almost in most areas of Nairobi. Okay, and you can send parcels with them in two ways. Number one, you can send from agent to agent, and number two, you can send to doorstep. And by doorstep is office, house, like basically where your client is at. Okay, so for this agent to agent, you send from one agent to another agent, then the client anaenda anachukua parcel yake kwa agent. For the doorstep, the parcel is taken to where the client is at. Kama ako kwa ofisi, kama ako kwa nyumba, kama ako kwa golf club, the parcel is taken to where the client is at, and that decision is at the end of the day made by the client, because it's he or she is the one who is paying. So if a client is okay, you deliver to an agent, then they'll pick it up from the agent, then it's okay. If a client wants their parcel to be delivered to their doorstep, then that is totally okay. Again, at the end of the day, it's a client that pays for the delivery fee, so they get to choose where they want how they want their parcel to be delivered. All right. It is only your only job is to advise them on how it works. Some of them by they are familiar with Pickup Mtaani, and others are not, but I take that chance to explain to them how it works, and now they get to decide how they want their parcel to be delivered. All right, so for the agent to agent, it's quite cheap, because if you send from their office in town to an agent, that will cost you 120 Kenya shillings. If you send from an agent to another agent, that is going to cost you 210 Kenya shillings. Okay, so for example, if I want to send from Kino to a place like Utawala, it's going to be 210. If I find myself in town and I decide to send the same parcel from town to Utawala, that is going to be 120 Kenya shillings. All right, so from town to another agent it's 120. From agent to agent, from wherever you are, agent to agent is 210 Kenya shillings. All right, so that is what happens with agent to agent. For the doorstep, that one varies because a client who is in Ngara na mwingine ako Utawala hawezi lipa the same amount of money. So for the doorstep, it depends on where your client is at. If you have other things to do in town, you can take the parcels in town, then send them from there. But if you don't have other things to do in town, like major things to do in town, you can use the agent to agent. It will save you a lot of time, because for example, if actually I'm sending from agent to agent, I charge my clients ile fee ya tao, and that is 120, because I just want to be fair, and I don't want my clients to feel like the delivery fee is too high wakose kuchukua nguo. If they agree for me to send their parcels to agent, I give them the fee ya kutoka tao to other agents, that is 120, and now I top up the rest. Like for example, the 120, I top up, is it 90 bob? How many 100 bob? No, actually it's top up 90 bob. And look at it this way, I would have gone to town, niende nitume hiyo parcel kwa ofisi yao iko town. Instead of wasting time going to town na kama sina shughuli zingine, I top up the 90 bob, which is almost equivalent to the transport I would have used to town and back. And also, the most important thing, I have saved a lot of time. All right, so for my clients that prefer I send them to doorstep, I mean to agents, I give them the fee ya kutoka town to agents. For my clients that prefer to be, I mean, for their parcels to be delivered to their doorstep, I do the same. I give them the fee ya kutoka town to where they are, then I top up the rest of the money. All right, so that way, you know, the delivery fee is not way too high, such that client atashindwa na kulipa hiyo fee. So that is what happens with pick up mtaani. The best thing that I also love is that for the doorstep, it gives me an opportunity for my client to pay for the goods on delivery. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to give all the details. I give the client's name, I say how much money that needs to be paid, and I give my till number or my phone number where the money is going to be sent to. So what happens, the rider, before they hand over the parcel to the client, they have the client pay first, they supervise the payment, they make sure you have your payment, then they hand over the parcel. That is one thing I've come to love so much, because if my clients ask me whether they can pay on delivery, I'm like yes, like a big yes, because I know at the end of the day, pick up mtaani got me, and I'm going to get my money at the end of the day. Now this is something you also need to note. For the agent to agent, they don't supervise payment. Okay, only for the doorstep, they supervise the payment, but from agent to agent, they don't supervise payment. So if I'm sending from agent to agent, I have the client pay first, but if I'm sending to doorstep, I do not have to worry, because I know at the end of the day I'm going to get my money. And if the rider sleeps on his job and the client doesn't pay, then it's upon the rider to pay your money. But the best part is that that has never happened to me, and I always get my money at the end of the day. So that is what happens with Pickup Mtaani. They make my work very, very easy, considering that I'm the only person that runs the show. I'm the only person that goes to the market, I take photos, I post on Instagram, on Facebook. Like basically I do everything for myself. I do not have an assistant. So that way I don't have to keep on running all over the place doing deliveries. And I also don't have to go to people's house. Like for example, kama client ako Kileleshwa, I don't have to go to their house to do deliveries. And if you check around, other means of deliveries are quite too high. So Pickup Mtaani is quite affordable, and that is why I prefer to use them always. And my client find it easy, because honestly ukiambia mtu alipe delivery fee ya 120 shillings, hata sikia uvivu, like it will not be so much money. And for those who do not have an issue with the delivery fee, unawatumia kwa doorstep, and you get your money at the end of the day. Another thing that I really also love about them is that they run errands as well. So if you want something to be taken, like if you're in town and you want something to be taken from Imenti House to Koinange Street, they can do that at a fee, of course. Sometimes when I don't have time to go to town, and for example, I have a parcel that I need to send to Mombasa, I send it to them, and this is where Super Metro comes in. I send the parcel from to town via Super Metro, then they will collect it from Super Metro waende wanitumie Mombasa. How good is that, guys? Like, how convenient. I do not have to, if I have things to do, if I have these videos that I always record for you guys, if I'm busy, I do not have to, pressure myself going to town. So it is money against time, money against time. And most of the time, if you look at the time that you're going to save, that you'll be doing other things, you'd rather just sacrifice that 200 bob, have the job done, and you are happy, and everything is sorted at the end of the day. So yeah, they do errands as well. Sometimes, as I said, I send parcels via Super Metro. Wanaenda wanaichukua Super Metro, wananitumia Eldoret ama Kisumu, or where I want my parcel to be sent at. So that one I pack in 2 bags. One I address to the client, like maybe kama ni Mombasa, I address to Mombasa, and the other paper I address is to pick up Mtaani. So watenda watoe hii yao, then they go to Mombasa, to Chania Genesis, for example, wanitumia my parcel to Mombasa. Okay? And guys, I've found their services very convenient, and I'm telling you guys, I save a lot of time at the end of the day, because I do not have to keep on going to town. I go to town like once or even twice a week, and that is when need be, ama nikienda soko, but most of the time I just operate from where I am. All right? And Pick Up Mtaani has made it that easy for me. Again, guys, they are not even paying me to say all these things. I'm saying this because I'm here to help people in business, and I hope and my wish is that for us to be able to benefit with what is within our reach, and at the end of the day we are making money, and we are progressing very well. All right? So for Super Metro, Super Metro parcels are 100 bob. If I send from Kino to town, I pay 100 bob. If I send from town to like place in like Ngong, I also pay 100 bob. So Super Metro is a little bit limiting, because it doesn't like operate in all Nairobi roads, but either way it works for me, because I can send something from, if it's urgent, like kama for example, if it's around 2 ama 3 in the evening, in the afternoon, and a client wants address like immediately, I have a Super Metro, I send it down. Like for example, kama client ako town, they'll be able to pick their parcels. Some of the time, us ladies, we have a function, and we don't have clothes, and we need something urgently. So pick up metro to pick up metro, Super Metro comes in handy, because I'm able to, hizo za haraka haraka, I send them with Super Metro. And especially if a client is in town, ama kuna mtu ako town anaweza akamchukulia hiyo parcel, I send via Super Metro. Or if I wanted to go to a place like Ngong, na client anaingoja, I find myself in town, I can send from town to Ngong na vitu kama hizo. So also Super Metro comes in handy, and all the two companies, the good thing also I love about them is that there's accountability. There's a receipt, you can track your parcel, you can go and claim for your parcel if anything got lost, because there's accountability, and there's a system that actually works. You're not going to send these things na driver, unatuma na Super Metro. So in case of anything, you're going to Super Metro. Okay? But again, I have never encountered any problems with both, and I've never lost my parcels. All right? So if you want to find out more information about Pick Up Mtaani, you can check them out on Instagram. Also, I'm going to leave their number in the description box. Also, another thing I love about Pick Up Mtaani is that when I call, I do not hold for like 10 minutes. Most of the time they are on call, they pick up, I do all the inquiries, and my problems are sorted. Also guys, if you are not sure about the prices, you can call them all the time. You know, yo, kwenda Kawa West ni how much, kwenda Westlands ni how much, because I do that a lot, because I cannot memorize all the like the prices to different places, and sometimes aki sina time ya kushinda scroll Instagram kutafuta nini kuangalia ni how much. So I just call them, I ask them hii place ni how much, they tell me, I put everything together and I call them, tell them nimetuma mzigo. And especially when I'm sending from an agent, I have to call them, I tell them nimedrop mzigo inaenda hivi na hivi, kindly make sure it's delivered. And yeah, that is how I deliver my clothes within Nairobi. Something you need to be very careful with when you post stuff online, make sure number one, you respond, as I told you in that video. I'm actually going to leave that video somewhere on the screen. Make sure you're attentive to your clients and make sure you do deliveries on time, because clients wanatakanga kukuwa sorted haraka haraka, and that way you're going to keep your customers happy, and they're going to love your customer service. I told you guys I have online return clients. It's because of that. I'm very keen with my customers and I make sure they get what they want at the right time. Yeah, at the right time. So yeah, that is all about Pickup Mtaani, and I hope that you've discovered something, and I hope you're delivering like your delivering of parcels is going to be easy, because ever since I discovered these people, online selling has been super easy, because I do not have to go to people's homes, I do not have to be all over the place doing deliveries, and especially because I run the show alone. So I hope this video was really helpful, and thank you so much guys for always being here. Please remember to subscribe and like this video, share it with any person that can benefit, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.